Hello, Malcolm. Hello, everyone else. Welcome back to RimWorld. You guys are just getting a Welsh update today because I've had my hands full around the place, and today I don't fully have time to do really any playing. So we're going to pop into Welsh. Um, Welsh I have been putting time into because RimWorld I can leave running while I bustle around and do stuff around the house, which is great. You just listen for the ding or the siren and leave it on slow speed. Whatevs, right? Welsh has grown. I've been playing it straight, not fooling around with dev mode at all, because I'm not really that comfortable doing that, and it's been pretty difficult. We're on medium difficulty setting. We're getting bashed around. We haven't lost anyone, but we've lost a number of installations which we've replaced, and we've lost quite a few fingers and things which we haven't replaced. We have like one bionic leg and two bionic arms in stock. We're saving those for a rainy day. We are now up to 78 colonists. I think I just counted them, and it looks like I think it's 78, maybe it's 76. I don't know. It's massive. Game runs a little chunky, and we've acquired various types of animals. In a fit of weirdness, I bought 2 elephants off a passing trader. Okay. In a fit of weirdness, I bought some Yorkshire Terriers off a passing trader. Okay. And I bought some turtles, a breeding pair of turtles. And I thought, well, they might breed really slow. Or maybe they'll be like other lizards and they'll just do a mass multiplier effect because the eggs, well, yeah, they do. So, tortoise leather, here we come. So we're going to start our tour. Whoa, mouse goes crazy. 9 p.m. Shoot. Should really have started the episode. Well, we'll do lit indoor areas, and then when the sun comes up, we'll move on. So we've got one new rec room out here. Boy, did that really speed 1? I'm like stuttering so bad here. Oh man, I hardly zoom. We've got one new rec room out here. It's pretty basic. It's got a nice pool table, normal sandstone billiards table, a masterwork sandstone chess table, nice, and an excellent sandstone chess table, some decent stools. I throw out really shoddy stools and other things. I'll keep down to normal. Below that, I get rid of it. And the TV covers all these stools. We've got a kibitzer stool at one chess game in case someone wants to kibitz, but he could play chess or he can watch TV, and anyone in those chairs can. It kind of works smoothly that way. It's a nice little room, the green room. One major thing we've done around the place is we've ripped out all unnecessary internal doors. The only doors are now on things that need to stay rooms for their appearance and beauty type sake, or for safety sake, or for refrigeration sake. Everything else is opened. We're still using a ton of auto doors, but we were eating so many components that I was like, I've got to get rid of all the operational machines I can. So I ripped out scodes of auto doors, and I ripped out scodes of heaters because opening it all up like that, I was able, and ripped out the vents as well. Now that it's all open inside, it heats more evenly, you need less power, it cools down more slowly, it generally works a lot better. And fire safety is not currently compromised. We're still fairly fire safe in the place. Corridor fires in a close corridor can get dangerous enough that we'll close them off and let them burn out, but for the most part we can handle it. So yeah, Hayfield's kind of dark right now. It hasn't changed either. Oh, this freezer, right. I forgot what I was doing. This freezer's not staying cold in the warm summer. It does stay cold the rest of the year. So, pop. What have I got that set to? Negative 23, fine. We'll get that in. We're just adding a cooler unit to it. Oh, does that plug in anywhere? Oh yeah, it sure does. There's cords right there. We still have cords all over the floors, which is a hazard thing, but because we're a dugout and not a built colony, it's too dark to see anything in there. Kitchen, still the same. Workroom still the same. I set up some areas for unfinished articles. That's tagged unfinished, priority normal. They're not putting any of the unfinished stuff in it. I actually ended up canceling an unfinished minigun that had been sitting blocking this doorway and causing people to slow down for like 2 colony years. Because miniguns only get made when we don't have one in stock. We fought some centipedes, we have some in stock. We don't need to make them. We do miniguns till we got 1, charge rifles till we got 1, and power armor helmets till we got 1. And if we ever have a large amount of steel again, we're going to get everyone, all the gunners rigged with armor vests to up their safety. Hospital hasn't changed much, except we tore out the prison and made it into a hospital, expanded out beds, put med stashes everywhere so if there's multiple people in bed, we don't have doctors running out and around to get meds, which has resulted in our deciding to make a huge amount of meds. That's fine. We have lots of neutroamines. We've been buying them steady. New prison medical ward. So this is now strictly a prison medical ward. At first I was taking prisoners out of here manually by deprisoning it once they were healed. But if you just leave it set to medical and you have non-medical prison beds elsewhere, no problem. So we've got our prison medical ward here with a decent amount of beds, and we have had just about that many prisoners in. We have been taking and releasing prisoners, catch and release fishing, because we did this. These guys all hated us, and we got them up to like -10, +1, that kind of thing, and then bribed them a bit, and then these guys sent a bunch of idiots that starved, which is a bug. It's a confirmed bug. It's because there's a hidden ancient danger in here, and they're sending people to help with a hidden ancient danger that's somehow become active, but it's still hidden, so... Yeah, every now and then a bunch of people show up and starve, and we have to babysit them for like hours and rescue them. Such a pain. And it's got security here, and security here in the form of plasteel improvised turrets, and security here. You are not getting out. Basically, you're not getting out of that jail. We've added an extra mortar in our little rec room / mortar emplacement. We needed to bring more heavy fire to situations, and mortar shells are pretty cheap to make. Chem fuel's not hard to come by. We can mine it. There's lots of chem fuel deposits around, and we can always cut down trees and make it. We've got a chem fuel stove. Dog's rec room hasn't changed. That squeaking in the background is my laundry machine. It's here in the kitchen too. New prison ward. It's very nice. It's got some statues of people being captured. Did I do the floor wrong here? So sandstone. No, it's all sandstone. It's just the shadow of the thing that makes it look funny. And yeah, the edges are all skooky because it's not dug out and walled properly. We don't have the resources. I'm pouring stone into statues now, so too bad for stone. I better turn granite off on the statues pretty soon. We're getting short. We will mine more. So we've got one prisoner that he's just a hard nut to crack. Hard nut to crack. Been in here almost a year, I think. Still not broken. So we've got one nice made charge rifle, one nice made minigun, and then miniguns that we captured off centipedes. So yay! We've been making large sculptures and grand sculptures, which have some new different shapes to them and stuff. And we're keeping a lot of those for our museum. Ha ha ha. Here's the old rec room. Hasn't changed. I moved the marriage spots in the hopes they'd use them. We've got 2 proposals on, and I did add a party spot because I'd forgotten to put one in. So now they got that all set up. They I don't know, they use this rec room, but we need more rec rooms, more kitchens. We did add more kitchens. There's the old chem fuel stove. It's actually got wood for a change. We cut a bunch down in some areas we were working, and we bought some, so we have wood. Art storage there, art and item storage here. A lot of heaters uninstalled. You can see there's so many, even though I've been expanding the base and had to add a couple. There's so many, and a few lights too came out. We really ripped it down. We got a nice telescope to put in. We got a mega screen television to put in. We'll figure those out. There's another heater. That's okay. We can always rip those heaters apart if we end up really not using them. If they start getting in the way and we run out of room. The new workroom has been expanded slightly. It's had an art station added and a door deleted from it. It's 7 a.m. so the main lights are on. New hospital, we're calling this the plague ward. It's got a statue and 2 bowls of roses growing. But we're due to get hit by the plague for sure. So I got busy and blew a ton of resources making this. I don't have enough resources, and I did not at the time have enough resources to put vitals monitors in this, and we don't have enough electrical power to put vitals monitors in this, so forget it. As it stands, we're slurping our batteries down quite a ways overnight sometimes. Our wind system's not bountiful enough to provide full overnight power. So we got 2 new food balls down here. I mean, we have dug out, my god. 2 new food balls here. We've done them to cotton, heel root, and smoke leaf. Seems to be reasonably balanced production of those things. This is the postulated museum. It's a gigantic sandstone floored area that we dug out. It's joined by this narrow corridor, but no doors or nothing. So we're gonna just pack this with sculptures, call it a museum, whatever. We threw a couple bedrooms in the middle of it for fun. New kitchen here is our big new kitchen, and we finally built up enough jade. See, I had thought you needed 700 jade just to make a small jade sculpture. Nope. So I built up over 700 jade and started making the jade sculpture. I was like, oh, it only does cost 70. So we got lots of jade sculptures. Some of them are fairly good too. So we decided to go jade sculptures in this kitchen here. And we did have a show storage where we'd have like simple meal, fine meal, luxurious meal stored out here in the kitchen, but wow, one stack went bad. They just weren't eating it off fast enough, I guess, or whatever. So we put all the meals back in the freezer. The new freezer, which I'm quite proud of. This is, oh, it's just barely holding frozen, but it's 3 above outside. That's warm for here. Make sure on low speed. We want to make sure we got daylight to look over everything. New freezer, and that tunnels up. We've got a refrigerated corridor here, all sealed off with doors and concreted down. Oh, there goes the autosave. And it goes all the way up here, and all the way up here, and all the way up here to a massive bank of coolers. Oh, say, my other cooler's probably built. Let's whip over, ripping our eyeballs off. Yeah, it is. So we need some limestone tile. Let's start time again. We need some limestone tile here, and bang that in right there. And we need to bring this guy down to -23. So that should do it. That should really help keep that frozen. The reason it doesn't stay frozen is because there's so much pass through from warm areas. Okay, we can see everything. It's Jugust, so the ground's clear. You can see how much stone we've used, making sure our wind turbines don't get plants blocking them. Essentially, it's worth it in the end. It's a lot of labor to dig the stone, it's a lot of labor to cut the stone, it's a lot of labor to lay the stone. But then you never have to be going over your map all the time looking for the damn plants blocking your damn wind turbines. I mean, you can just go around, wait till they're all at full, and then watch for one that isn't full and deal with it, but oh god, it's babysitting. Much more solar expansion too. We just needed the power. We've taken every geotherm that we can find on the map, everything. We even looked in here because we saw there was a space in here, so we looked in here for one. And yeah, geotherms and wind everywhere, massive geothermal taking. It's all lightly armored. Some of it is gunned up, and there's even the occasional decent gun box that occurs, but we don't have enough electrical power to support full defenses. What we have got is a lot of improvised explosive traps everywhere around our entire perimeter. We've laid them. They're just everywhere. We've got 2 beside each other right there. That was a mistake. They're supposed to be spaced out because they just blow each other up if they're too close together. That's okay. They do double damage because they're not total man killers. You know, they do some damage, but they don't kill. It takes 2 or 3 of them to wipe someone out, I think. But what happens is they'll get hung up at our guns, fighting the guns, and that gives us a chance to shell them some more. Because we mainly count on shelling for defense. We try not to have to fight because it's really dangerous. The worst is infestation, of course. The sword team's getting better at that. My tactics are getting a little better too, but it's tough because I want to send everyone in to get them right away. It's my instinct. Okay, yeah, we dug out up here. Yeah, we're touring, so we're just going to tour. We dug out up here. We dug out massively, and we've got more dig planned. We were looking for steel. You know, we're digging it to look nice so we can use it later, but we were looking for steel. We did find quite a few patches of steel and a bit of components and stuff, so pretty happy. That gave us enough steel to keep going, to build out more food balls and stuff. Just, oh god, it's endless. The steel hunger is terrifying. You know, if traders don't come, you can get really desperate. You're like tapping your fingers. You're like, I've got 9 components and no steel. but we've made it so far. And yeah, we're expanding out. So this is the bedroom for the large animals, such as mega sloths and elephants. This is their bedroom. They are pathed by Animal Area 5 to go there. I'll pop open 5. You can see they've got access to some stuff, but they're restricted from the Devil Strand because they have a nasty tendency to eat it. And they're restricted from the corn for the same reason, because it's very slow growing. And it's fine if they eat some rice. It doesn't kill us, but it's pretty costly time and labor wise if they eat those slow growing things. And we were growing trees up in here. We've converted to full Devil Strand up here because we kept running short. We've now got those patches of Devil Strand plus these 3 patches of Devil Strand. And it's extremely slow growing. Maturation time is 22.5 days, a whole colony season to mature. And it's our parkas and toques. The red uniform is our thing, except for that power armor. Power armor's working out well. I was worried it would really drain all our components and plasteel and stuff out, and it did at first. It was bad. We had to just trade and trade for stuff and do our best. We starved the place over and over. I have bounced this place off death so many times and just been like, I'm confident, my systems are robust, we're not going to die, we'll kill half the cows if we have to. A social fight and a cow gave birth. Okay, deal with the cow first. All these animals, we won't go into them, and we will take those ones off that type of training. We don't like them to go out with the master anywhere. And all these guys are restricted to home, these young timber wolves, till they're fully trained and full-sized. Actually, Spartak is full trained and full-sized. Go to Animal Area 5, which gives him access to the whole map except for the elephants' beds, basically. Okay, hens. Oh my god. Hens. And our cockerel is still not breeding age. That's good. But yeah, we just bred off a batch. You can see by the smaller dots that they're younger hens. Tortoises, they're grooving along. Pretty soon we'll get some tortoise leather. And cow gave birth down here. So we did get a new male calf. So, okay, we've started training all our cows for attack, cuz it's pretty fun. So we'll take this one off roaming, and it's fully trained for attack. And then the older male calf is going to be a dinner, and the younger male calf will be left alive but not trained because we don't want anyone bonding with it. And the young female calf will get trained because we don't really kill cows often. I mean, we'll just sell them if we have to, kill them if we're desperate. And these are the bigger animals, so we're watching their training. They're restricted to the barn until they're full trained, and then they get Animal Area 5 in their nice red silk beds. So, not fully trained, not fully trained, not fully trained, and not fully trained. That's fine. Let's go check out that. Oh, the social fight faded. Colonist needs treatment. That'll take me there. Here we go. Okay, health. Bruise human head, bruise human left fist. Okay, we just don't want to lose any hands, you know, it's a real nightmare. It seems like I don't know how many, okay, they quit, so we're sending them both to hospital immediately. I don't know how many, good, that one's already going to hospital, but we're going to order them to stay down till healed. That's fine, it's just bruises, they won't be down long, it's not going to kill their work cycles. And it's good for our medical guys. And it's just good to have them healed as fast as possible. This nice hospital does speed up your healing. Yeah, meds stashed everywhere. Okay, yeah, we can see everything. So many food balls churning rice, but wow, like we had 8,000 rice last night, and now we're down to 1,800. It's because we currently have pretty much no hay. Our big hay fields are slow producers, and we've had a little bump down in hay. And so, yeah, it's all 70 to 85% grown right now. So it'll be another 2 days until the haying comes in. I mean, a little haying's going to come in here and there. Like, there's a piece right there. Hay by 28 just came in, but some more going with the doggy. Hello, dog, with the hay. Putting it up in here? Oh, no, he's taking it. I bet he's taking it for the turtles or chickens. Probably. I think I actually have the chickens off hay because we have the Yorkies in here, and I just don't think Yorkies should eat hay. The Yorkies do apparently eat rice, which is like weird as hell, but it ain't killing them. Yeah, that hay's coming in for the Torcuses. Look at all our turtles. They make a little cluck cluck noise. Cluck cluck look, 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 look. They have a huge lifespan, like 180 years. But they won't be living that long around here. Oh, Snoopy, just chill. You know, trying to do an episode and the dog's exploding. That is just difficult. Yeah, okay, here's these guys. Yeah, trained thrumbos. Like, seriously, are you kidding me? But we tamed them fair and square. One of them self-tamed and one of them we tamed. We tamed first and then one self-tamed. And they're breeding. And we have thrumbo calves. There's one now. Maria, juvenile thrumbo, age 3. Age 3, they've been here that long. The elephants we bought, and they're super easy to train. Everything is getting attack trained, but nothing's getting used for attack. I had not attack trained any of the animals before. Oh yeah, the beds in the tortoise thing. I had some rhino hide from a herd of mad rhinos. There go half my guns. But, you know, shells work okay on rhinos. What can you say? So we got rhino hide animal beds. That one's a masterwork. And then there was this passing trader. Say, that's slowing everything down. We'll just reinstall that one down here, because it's blocking traffic. This passing trader was selling human leather. So we thought, okay, we're going to get twisted. And in the tortoise pit, we now have rhino hide and human leather beds. And yeah, that bed's soup's in the way, plus a dog will sleep on it, because the dogs are prevented off of these beds and these beds. But it'll sleep on that one because it's got a through traffic zone there. So no, we don't want that. And the Yorkies are cute, but that's the main reason we're breeding them for fur. Is they've got that lovely yellow and gray color in them. Thinking if we can really build up a big amount of Yorkies and Yorkie fur, we might start using them for some form of clothing. I don't know. It's kind of sick, but then again, real Yorkies are not yellow and gray anyway. They're more sort of brown. So they are kind of cute, though. Oh, well, whatever. We're just doing it. We're going to breed them up, see what happens. It's a new project. There goes the animal bed. I think we'll just save our game on that. You know, whenever you do anything successful in RimWorld, you save your game. It's dark outside again already. I was going to show you guys this. Yeah, we're moisture pumping this off. Those are all moisture pumps I just lit up there, and that's their potential radius, and then that's the radius they've accomplished inside. There's one little hole in this mess. Where is it? Bonk. There's a little hole here. I think I got everything else covered by jamming in extra pumps. It's a huge expense in wattage, but we can sort of barely handle the wattage of it, which is good. You got to have a robust energy system, but we've got one little hole here. One little hole here. So when all is said and done, I'll move a moisture pump in right next to the problem, because they take so long to expand radius. Like this 6 days, 1 hour till it expands even to its first radius. It's been up for 2 days, at least. Why is it there? Oh, it's covering that hole. Right, I had it all figured out that it would actually work. I may have figured that out wrong. I may have actually miscalculated that thing's expansion rate versus the hole it's covering, because it's covering a little hole up here, this hole. Oh no, it'll do it. Yeah, it'll cover that hole in time before the other one's finished. There'd be another year, yeah, it'll be another colony year, pretty much, until that's fully pumped out. And then we intend to clean up the edges, roof it, and probably, unless things have changed drastically by then, put corn to it. This is the first area of it we claimed. I had just dug a corridor here to join this food ball up with down here. And then I was like, well, no, I'll just take that dirt. Oh, a fire starting spree at this time of night, Olga? At 9 p.m.? Okay, you're a jerk. Alright, so should I start pathing people to that fire, or should I let them do it? Let's see what happens. No, everyone's going to bed, man. Oh no, Crocodile got up and did it. I just sped up time a little to see what happens here with that little fire starting spree. Olga, you wretch. Yeah, we can't really let her burn that down. That's kind of important. Yeah, Spider, you can get the next one, bud. Yeah, no doubt, actually. She could do a lot of damage in here. I don't think there's any poppers in this area. Well, now where's she going, the little rotter? These fire starting sprees, we've got quite a few pyros. She's gonna blow the popper. Oh, you wretch. Oh, good, she lit a light bulb on fire. We'll just get Leo to knock that out. He is. I don't want her to knock that fire popper open because it's expensive to replace, and this isn't like a real fire, so she can just not do that. It'll stop her being able to light anything in the area. Oh, good, she quit. And Leo's got that, so we won't even lose that piece of conduit. Nice, just needs a little repair, and Leo happens to be a constructor. Good work, Leo. Okay, so partial tour completed, I guess. Oh yeah, this is the other new kitchen. We just built a teeny new kitchen in here with its own mini fridge, which has got more room for food storage. And that fridge is cooled by venting this giant overflow freezer down a small sealed corridor through a bunch of vents. Truth be told, what we have here is a situation where I could technically rip out both of these vents and this auto door. And probably pull that as well. And that'll increase the cooling functionality of this freezer and speed up our workflow process. And we'll just need a couple of bits of limestone. How much is left? 107 limestone left. It's enough to do a couple bits of flooring, but I like to have some around because we've done limestone floors for all our main work areas and all our corridor areas. And I kind of like that look. It's what we started with. And we're really now out of limestone. We're only hitting sandstone and granite lately, all this stuff. You know, we've hit some limestone, as you can see, there's some here. But, yeah, we need more. Cooler broke down, wind turbine broke down. That's all good. Say, that's ripped out. Let's get our floors. I don't think I screwed up by doing this. Limestone tile. That locked in there. Clean that up. No, I don't think I screwed up by doing this. Let's check our temperatures. Well, we are on time, right? Yeah. We got 21 above here, 29 below here, 27 below here. Oh, yeah, that's that'll do. But yeah, it hasn't affected the rest of the place at all. It's all good. We're set. So we got rid of one more auto door. I'm happy about that because, yeah, as you can see, these are now all open walk-through areas. They've still got art scattered all through them to bring up the general beauty. Let's see what the general beauty is. 0.2. It's above 0. Well, that's another reason to use that limestone tile instead of some other cheaper flooring. Well, we could tile with something else, but then we'd end up with mixed colored tiles, and I'm trying to keep the place reasonably uniform. We have ended up with different flooring in some of our areas, for sure. That's happened. But it's mostly down to dull, roar, and decent, and we've managed to get the bedrooms done in dark carpet, except for we do keep bedrooms for aesthetics. We have currently got one aesthetic. He is an aesthetics bedroom. We have another aesthetic, but she is Amerified to Messina, or dating Messina, whatever. She stays in a room that's been planed down and had the sculpture removed, but it's a carpeted room. And I don't think I'll build another aesthetics room yet. I can always refloor, right? Yeah, though that worked well, pulling that out. That was nice. We do have some areas where the lighting's not perfect in the place. As you can see, we spend quite a lot of money lighting the corridors, or quite a lot, not money, but quite a lot of electricity and materials lighting our corridors, but it means that we don't get in darkness problems very often. They do have to work in these food balls at night. So the night crew, if they're doing a lot of growing, slow that down to 1, get an imbalance. We are not seeing a huge amount of crafting activity taking place right now because we have enough components that our component systems are shut down. I'm guessing we'll probably have enough clothing too. We are seeing some sculpture taking place. Recoil's our prime artist. We've got 2 really good ones, but he's holding 20 and churning, holding 20 skill and churning out grand sculptures. So, sweet. Let's check our clothing. Yeah, we need a couple more parkas, it looks like. We've got lots, though. Fine. Parker's pants, shirts, toques. Let's check this out. 56% power armor, on the edge of getting burned. Cow gave birth, and a 60% power armor helmet. So we're on the verge of having to make... okay, that's a female. Train it and take this one off roaming. Save the game on that. Saving's reasonably quick in this game. Loading's a nightmare. Here's Wolf trying to recruit Weasel. So if we look at Weasel's social, we'll see, listen to Wolf build rapport with me, listen to Wolf build rapport with me. That'll probably, yeah, another one appears. Thrip has food poisoning. This guy's gotten to like a lot of the people at the colony quite well, and they're Alliance of Laga based, so we're actually okay with their faction. They don't hate us. Recruit failed, 0.5% chance. I mean, I've seen better percentages come off Weasel. What's Wolf's social? Social is 8 and loves it, so yeah, I have seen better percentages off Weasel, but 8 and loves it, I mean, and 0.5%, no wonder. Recruitment difficulty 96%, chat and recruit. We are not releasing them because Weasel is a set of hands we kind of decided we want. We're trying to bring in young folks as much as we can right now because we do have a lot of people getting quite old here. Just the way things are, we have an aging population in the colony. So we're trying to bring in a lot of young folks if we can. So we're taking young prisoners. And this is the last Alliance of Laga prisoner we'll get for a long time. So yeah, I'm not so interested in their melee skill. We'll give them a sword, of course. We've got an excellent plasteel sword sitting there waiting for them. But they got cooking and crafting. Marriage is on. Another one. Scarlet has accepted Renee's marriage proposal. Gee, Renee's new. I believe Renee fell from space, actually. So I don't know why they're not using our marriage spots. I have not seen a marriage take place yet. These marriage spots say usable now. I don't understand. Is it just a pathing thing? They don't have time to get there at the same time or something? I don't really know. Man, there's like no food in this freezer, dude. Nothing. Nothing. They got lots of joints rolled, but no food in the freezer. Wow, that's harsh. But that's because, well, we did... oh my god, we're at 800 rice? Oh, well, in comes the harvest, right? Wow, that's dreadful. But it's the hay, the hay, the hay. We only have 280 hay, and like this is normally full of hay. And here's these cows eating. I mean, look at them go. 55 goes to 35, bang, in one eat. And look at all these cows. We're feeding them potatoes because we're out of rice. Oh my god. We would end up with a low food warning, but I cranked cooking because of extra kitchens, so there'd be meals in every kitchen. So we got 300 simple meals, 125 fine meals, and just 3 lavishes, because that's what they eat, of course. And do we have any milk or eggs in right now? Yeah, we got 280 milk and 33 eggs in. But yeah, look at them plow through those potatoes. Oh well, cows like potatoes, I'm sure. A little bit of hay came in here. Oh my gosh. But that haying must be getting good. Okay, we got 85, we got 72, we got 97, we got 80, 83, 76, 93. Now hay matures in 7 days flat. So we're still looking at a day till the hay crop really comes in. We're still looking at a day till we really get that hay locked in. You can see a little bit of it's come and in fact been replanted. Rice is bumping back up to 1700 right away, but there's so much gardening work. Like you can see we got gardening teams on here. They're blamming away, working at it. Everybody's gardening skill is going up. Even Hannah's gardening, and she just, like, not only does she not like gardening, she barely does anything around this place, and even Hannah's gardening. And that's not Hannah's fault. Like, what's wrong with Hannah is this. Smoke leaf tolerance, massive. Smoke leaf dependence, stoned on smoke leaf. Bionic eye in one eye, cataract in the other. Bad back in the torso. A nasty gunshot that takes her right shoulder all the way down to 25 out of 30. Asthma in both lungs, dropping 10% off her breathing. And missing the middle finger on her hand that got bitten off by a bear we were trying to tame. Or a wolf. It was a wolf or a bear. That was early on. Hannah's been here a while. And she is now 66, so not so old to have all that trouble, too. But she has a chemical fascination, so she's been smoking like a demon. She look how good cook though. Wow, she's a fine cook, man. She is a fine cook. She really churns it. She really churns it. So yeah, they actually are getting a bit of planting done in with the harvesting, and that's a boost over the last 2 days, because the last 2 days everything's come in all at once and then gotten planted all at once, and we're getting this huge lurch in food numbers, and it's making it hard to monitor food production correctly, because it's all cropping off at once and then all getting planted at once, and it's like lurch. But it looks like that's because we had a huge power down, and we had a solar flare and a battery fire immediately after the solar flare. So all our stuff was just switching on from the solar flare, and then the batteries blew out and caused a large fire and drained the system. So the whole base powered down for like a day. And that is what we're busy recovering from. Right now, a blight could wreck us, frankly. Don't listen to that, Randy Random. Don't do it. Because, yeah, we need that hay, man. We need that hay. We just need one more day to get that hay. We haven't had a blight for a long time, though, so wouldn't be surprised if we got one. Gardening team is going crazy. Poor Hannah, 4 gardening skill and all that trouble with manipulation and stuff. Let's check her manipulation. Manipulation is at 70% and her moving is at 64%. Oh my god, that poor creature. She is just shreked. Well, guys, that's most of our Welsh tour for the day. There's a bunch of new areas. There's a bunch of new bedrooms. There's a bunch of new animals. There's soon to be a large museum. Our old red rec rooms are still right here. There's a new hospital. This storage is given off for herbal medicine, and this storage is given off for normal medicine. And what goes in that? Herbal medicine? What goes in this? All medicine. Oh, okay. Sure. Fine. I don't know why I've done that. That's bizarre. We're not going to have any herbal medicine in stock until we get all this. We've put meds up to 950. We're getting there. Yeah, here goes Hornet making some meds right now. 1 neutroamine, 1 herbal med, and 3 cloth equal 1 medication. And Hornet, how's your skills? Medicine is 9 and loves it. Crafting is 6 and really loves it. And I don't think they gain anything. Like, look, 69.95, nothing. Yeah, you have to have crafting skill to do it, but you don't gain crafting skill doing it. So you'd best have some crafting projects for everyone to work on. We do. We have 1 components bench that's set to just go forever, so we've always got 1 component dropping in. And these ones cut in when we're down to 90 components, and that gives everyone some crafting grind, although you do need 10 crafting to pull it off. And everyone's always free to roll 1 in here, which is why the rolling station has a... Should we put that sucker up to critical? Nah, skip it. We probably just don't have any smoke leaf, that's why it's empty. Yeah, we just don't have any smoke leaf. Woo, let's check the plantation. How many roll do we got? 350. Oh, we're okay. They got 350 dubs in the place. They're gonna be alright. I put some textile storage here. Tidy things up. Because textiles are coming out here and I've got this funny space. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Okay, that smoke leaf's not coming off for a while, but last time I checked we had like 240 rolled, and now we got 350 rolled. So look at them dogs hauling away. They're awesome. Thank gracious for the dogs. The thing about these wolves, they're not dogs, is they won't eat anything but either meat or processed foods or corpses or whatever. They won't eat rice and stuff. They will consent to eat eggs and milk, I believe. But they do eat meals just like colonists. I don't think they eat as much as a colonist. They're not as big. But they do eat meals just like colonists, and they don't care if they take a fine meal or a lavish meal or a plain meal. They eat them all. So they cost us a fair amount in exchange for their labor. But their labor is invaluable. We would not get this hauling done without them. I mean, it's nice to have the elephants and the megasloths doing it. Now I know elephants have a hauling capacity of 300 or something like that. Like pop it open, hauling capacity, carrying capacity 300, right? But they only ever take a 75 stack of rice or anything else. So I think there must be items that weigh 300 in the game or something. Maybe grand sculptures do or something because, yeah, what's a human's carrying capacity? Carrying capacity 69. Oh, that's Hornet. Hornet's probably shredded. Rat 75, yeah. They all have their differences due to health, obviously. Okay, well, that's about it. And I guess I should get back to all the stuff I'm supposed to be doing around here. Our corn is maturating. It's 81% grown. Oh, smack daddy-o-matic. That corn takes 11 days. It's deadly. We'll be alright. We're going to make it. We boomed back to 4,700 rice. Not as bad, not as good as our last bounce. And we chowed on potatoes super bad, too. That hay's going to come in. We're going to be alright. Everyone at the colony will be heading to bed pretty soon. If we scroll out, we can probably see them forming movement patterns. Let's turn up the speed. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know about no movement patterns. Can I turn off colonist names? I wonder. Can you do that? I have no idea. But you can add names of player-related characters you want to see. Player-created characters you want to see. So we'll think of a couple of those one of these episodes. Anyway, folks, the Mega Sloths and the Turtles and the Yorkies bid you goodbye. I am having a slight moral qualm about using the Yorkies for fur. We'll see. It's funny though, I eat the chickens. And I'm not going to eat the elephants. Unless they die on me. I'll eat them if they drop over. Anyway, folks, hope you had a good one here at Welsh. We'll have some more kingdoms and castles next episode, but yeah, I just didn't have the energy to really play today. Anyway, yeah, hope you had fun. We'll see you all soon for the next episode. Till that time, bye for now.